7 IAM interview questions you need to master. You finally landed the interview. Your resume got noticed, the recruiter liked your background, and you're one interview away from getting a role in identity and access management. But there's a problem. Most people prepare the wrong way. They spend hours memorizing definitions and studying certifications, only to get blindsided by questions they weren't expecting. The truth is, IAM interviews are surprisingly repetitive. Hiring managers tend to ask the same core questions over and over again. So in this video, I'm gonna walk you through 7 IAM questions you absolutely need to master if you want to land an IAM job in 2026. Let's get into it. Question 1. What is identity and access management? This sounds like an easy question, but a lot of candidates overcomplicate it. A strong answer might sound like this. Identity and access management, or IAM, is the process of ensuring that the right type of people have the access to the right resources at the right time. IAM teams manage user identities, authentication, authorization, and access through the entire employee lifecycle. Keep it simple. The interviewer isn't looking for a textbook definition. They want to know whether you actually understand the process of IAM. Question 2. Can you explain the difference between authentication and authorization? This is one of the most common IAM questions. Here's the easiest way to remember it. Authentication answers the question of who are you? Examples: passwords, MFA, biometrics, security keys. Authorization answers the question, what are you allowed to do? Examples: permissions, RBAC, roles, access policies. Think of it this way. Authentication gets you in the building. Authorization determines which rooms you can enter. Question 3. What is RBAC? RBAC stands for Role-Based Access Control. Instead of assigning permissions to every employee individually, companies create roles. For example, HR employees get HR permissions. Finance employees get finance permissions. Managers get additional access. RBAC improves security, simplifies management, and helps enforce the principle of least privilege. A lot of interviewers will follow it up with, why is RBAC important? Be prepared to explain that it reduces administrative overhead and lowers the risk of excessive access. Question 4. Can you explain single sign-on and MFA? You will almost certainly be asked this question. Single sign-on allows users to authenticate once and access multiple applications. Multi-factor authentication requires users to verify identity using multiple methods. Examples of this include passwords plus phone notification, a password plus a fingerprint, or a password with a hardware token. Interviewers want to know not only what these technologies are, but why companies use them. The answer is simple. Single sign-on improves the user experience, and MFA improves security. Question number 5. Walk me through the user lifecycle. This question is extremely common in IAM interviews. You should immediately think joiner, movers, and leavers. When a user joins, accounts are created, assigned roles are added to that account, and access is granted. When a user changes roles, the permissions are updated, and they remove any unnecessary access. When a user leaves, the account is disabled, the access is removed, and archive data if necessary. This process is the core of IAM. Question 6. Tell me about a time that you solved a technical problem. This is where many candidates struggle. The interviewer isn't necessarily testing your technical knowledge, they're evaluating how you think. Use the STAR method: situation, task, action, result. Even if you don't have IAM experience yet, talk about troubleshooting an MFA issue, solving an Active Directory problem, automating a task with PowerShell, and helping a user regain access. Employers want problem solvers. Question 7. Why do you want to work in IAM? People don't say, because cybersecurity pays well. Talk about why IAM interests you. For example, I enjoy the intersection of security and business operations. IAM plays a critical role in protecting organizations by ensuring users have appropriate access while maintaining security and compliance. This question gives employers insight into your motivations and long-term goals. And here's a bonus tip. Here's something most people don't realize. You don't need perfect answers. Interviewers care more about how you communicate than whether you memorize every acronym. If you don't know an answer, stay calm, explain your thought process, ask clarifying questions, and show that you're willing to learn. That mindset will take you much farther than memorizing every word. Let's recap on the 7 IAM interview questions that you need to master. What is IAM? Authentication versus authorization. RBAC, single sign-on and MFA, the user lifecycle, and solving technical problems. Why did you choose IAM? Master these questions and you'll walk into your next IAM interview with far more confidence. Comment below with the toughest IAM interview question that you've had to face. And don't forget to subscribe for more IAM content, career advice, and cybersecurity roadmaps. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.